Hi all, my name is Stan Kravchuk and I did my final project on Golden State uh, Warriors versus Cavaliers, and I wanted to know which is the better team. And let's get into it to see which is the better team. And made by me, Stan. Yep. Okay, how to understand which is the better team? Well, let's go back a little. No, can't go back on that one. Okay. You have to compare based on what is given, based on the stats that we have, because there's no other way to compare. Technically, I think, which is the better team. So NBA.com has developed a base on how they grade our great players, and based on that, we're going to predict which is a better team. And what does NBA grade in players? How does it compare? So let's see how they grade their players. So they grade their players based on points per game scored, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, offensive rebound, defensive rebound, steals, assists, turnovers, and last one is personal fouls. Yeah, so there's these categories by which each individual player is rated by in NBA.com. So the question now it comes is how to compare two teams, which is a better team. To make it more simple, what I did was I came up with a 1 point per category theory. Basically, for every positive leading category, you give 1 point for that to the team, and for every negative leading category, you deduct a point from the team. And you find it based on their means. So you find you get the players. Well, let's get into it. So I don't miss anything. And obviously, as you can see here, we have this. And how to obtain statistics. So yeah, there's another problem that I came up with. A whole team against the other team is that how to compare? In a way, not the whole team, but the question is why not the entire team? What I meant by the entire team, why cannot be the entire team? Because there's new players to NBA, people who played only like 1 game, 2 games, don't have all stats. There's those kind of things. And to prove my points, let's look over here. As you can see here, you can see missing stats. You can see that Kevin Looney, he played only 5 games and he's missing stats and assists, steals, field or free throw percentage is missing. Festus Ezeli doesn't have 3 points. He never shot a 3. Same with Anderson Rajo. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, pretty hard. Looking over here as well, Cavaliers team also missing statistics. You can see Tristan Thompson, he never shot a 3 either, so he doesn't have that statistics. And so best solution was don't include the count of the missing category as 0, because it would throw off the averages for that particular player, and that would affect tremendously the stats of the players, because if they don't have anything, we can't really do it. So, and also I don't want to technically players who don't have stats. Well, Tristan, he played 82 games, so how would you do that? What I did was in Excel, I did not calculate his statistic based on 3C. Like, he never shot 3, so if I don't conclude him, because he doesn't have it's not a negative, he never shot something, He doesn't have a percentage for it, nothing. So it's best not to include that in a mean. So he'll be one less of a mean, but still it would be the same amount of average based on all the players who do their shots and everything. So it will still get close results, So that's the best way to solve this problem, to go around it. So Golden State Warriors points average based on their entire team. I took the means and I averaged them out for each category. As you can see here, Golden State leads in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, offensive rebound percentage, or offensive rebound, my bad, not percentage, but offensive rebound. They lead in that, so they get points for those. Positive, it's positive category. So, and there's 2 negative categories, the last ones, but there's nothing to worry about that. Because they're not leading into it. Cavaliers are the ones who are leading in negative categories, so they get that tough points right here, all the way in the bottom, as you can see, all the way in red, the 2. Based on this, the total, how did I come to a conclusion? Well, Golden State Warriors, as you can see, 5 points, minus 0 points, 0 negative leading categories. They do not lead in those, so they get 5 points. Cavaliers also have 5 points, but they have negative categories, so they got deductive points, so they have a total of 3 points. So, and my comparison was made out of their totals. Points, how much there was. So imagine if there was 8 games, Warriors would win 5 of those games, and Cavaliers would only win 3 out of 8 games. So that was the best way, and that's the percentage I also used for them of winning. So 5 out of 8 games, they have a 62.5% chance of winning, while Cavaliers have only the opposite of that, which is 37.5% chance of winning. And obviously Golden State is the better team, and this is the statistics I took from 2015-2016 season, to make a comparison of, because I believe they were still the better team, but they still had problems through which they went, and they did not win. So why did they not win if they were the better teams, if they had a better chance of winning? Because this is the 2015-2016 season, which they obviously lost to Cavaliers, and everybody remembers their loss, which was pretty bad. It was, first they were leading 3-1, and then afterwards Cavaliers came back and they beat them. They took them all the way to Game 7 and then beat them at the end, which they're being made fun of. But there are some issues that happened along the way. So the question is, why did they lose? If the statistics were so positive and in their favor, well, if everybody remembers, Draymond Green got suspended and he didn't play Game 5, which I think destroyed their momentum that they had going. So Draymond Green got suspended for Game 5, in which they lost to Cavs, which pretty much to make it visible to see how they would do, I compared the teams without the Draymond Green to prove the theory of what their categories was and who was leading. And as you can see, if Draymond Green is removed from the equation, you have Cavs who are leading in every single category technically, even though they still have turnover ratios. But look at how much are they leading in. So this is the new total, which is 6-3. So Golden State's without Draymond Green, just their chance of winning just dropped tremendously. So they have, based on the points, how much there is, 9 points out of 9 points. Make the comparison. You can see that Golden State's now have 33.3% chance of winning, while Cavaliers have 66.6% chance of winning. And that's what happened. They won. And so now the other question remained was, if they lost the 2005 to Cavs, how come they lost the other to the Golden State when Draymond Green can return? Well, the problem is, unfortunately, they ran out of luck, because in statistics, it only proves, it makes comparisons like how much percentage chance they have of winning, but the opposite can also happen. Miraculous things can happen, and after them winning all the time, their chance for losing has appeared, so they could actually lose. They had a higher chance now of losing, because now they haven't lost in a while, and technically when people don't lose in a while, the other team has a chance of winning. And as you can see, I made the calculation. So new chance of winning for game 6 and 7 became a 39.1, and that's for Golden State Warriors. Comparing them, which means the opposite of that, they had 60.9% chance of winning Cavaliers the last 2 games, and that's what happened. So what about this year, 2016-2017 season? Who has a higher chance of winning? Well, as everybody remembers, Golden State Warriors, they got a new player from Oklahoma City, from Oklahoma Thunders, Kevin Durant, which is a big player. That guy is one of the best players who is an all-star, and he took the team to the winning to the playoffs last year, and he's considered one of the 3 top NBA players as of now, and has been for a while now. So he got transferred. So that's he will make a really huge impact, as I'll show in stats. So new players they got Zaza Pachulia as well, Patrick McCaw, Javalin McGee, and David West, and Cavaliers, and they also transfer players. Merasi Spades, Andrew Bogut, Harrison Barnes, Festus Ezeli, Brandon Rush, and Leandro Barbosa. So all these players they got transferred because they have a limit. They have to have at the limit of 15 or 14 players. I think that's the limits that they have. So they can't have too much players on their team who they can pay salaries to. And Cavaliers have new players. They have Chris Anderson, Mike Dunleavy, Gabe Fender, DeAndre Liggins. Players that got transfer are Dr. Jones, Sasha Khan, Mo Williams, Timofey Mozgov, and Matthew Della Vedora. So based all those stats taken out, putting new players in, the new calculations for the teams was this right here, as you can see. Golden State Warriors are leading in, let's see, Golden and Cavs. So Cavs are only leading in 3-4 categories. While Golden States are leading in 6, so it's 63. Wow, just like the finals, huh? And again, it looks like everything got switched. So now Golden State Warriors have 66.6% chance of winning, and Cavaliers have 33.3% chance of winning based on statistics. So this year, it'll be a really big surprise. This statistics, it only proves one thing, is that who has a better chance of, or who has a better chance of winning, or has a better probability of it, but it does not ignore the other side of statistics, where even though the odds could be against you, things can happen where people can still win, things can change. We have seen it through time and time again. That's why we have a word for it, and we call it a miracle. So miracles tend to happen, and those things cannot be taken out of the equation. So but Golden State Warriors, as of now, they have a higher % chance of winning. So for them not to win this season, it would be I don't know how we would describe it. A miracle for them not to win. Let's put it that way. So, and Golden State is my team, and I'm rooting for them, and I hope they're gonna win. So anyway, go Golden State Warriors, and thank you for watching the presentation, and y'all have a good day. Bye.